Azawi. Azawi tulabe ebigambo byo bino then tutambule bulungi.
Azawi. Azawi, are you still with us?
Yes.
And Azawi,
I'm here with you.
The question
yes,
I have for you, which is really direct, is how and where did you get the courage to stake your public profile at a time when a lot of public people are quiet or playing it safe and not wanting to endanger their whatever it is? You are a musician, you have a stake, you're celebrity, if I may put it that way. Why did you think it's important for you to lend support to this cause?
First of all, I want to thank you, Mr. Robert Kapshenga, for this opportunity to be able to speak to our people and everyone who has spared their time today, to be part of this. To answer your question, as Azawi, my business, okay, you guys know me as a musician, but my business is people. And when I say people, I mean even the last person on ground, the person who serves, who vendors food on the street, the border guy, the person who helps on building during construction. So for me, I mean a normal Ugandan when I say that my business is people. And how does that work? If that person is not doing okay, then I'm also not okay. They won't be able to support me. They won't turn up for my shows. So I have to make sure that they're doing okay, because it's the only way I'll be okay. I'm not like these politicians who only remember our people during the time of elections. No, because I'm always like performing for a different set of, Ugandans every weekend. Every weekend. So like, I know how they're doing. I know how they're struggling. I know the things they're going through. And what is even so sad, like, they wouldn't have been undergoing certain situations if people in leadership were doing the right things. So this is why I'm so concerned. And also another issue, because this industry is big, like we are very many as musicians. I was also concerned to see that so many musicians, artists, they are very quiet. They are silent. They are watching how, they're seeing how our fans are undergoing, this struggle because of the graft, because of the corruption. They are quiet. You understand? And I can understand. Okay, it's not that I even understand. It's because they put themselves in compromising situations. When you wake up one morning and you accept 500,000, dollars from a politician, that means when time comes for you to put out your voice there for the people, you won't be able to do it because you are under their pocket. And there's so many artists here who have been compromised just because one morning they allowed to accept money from a politician. And you know how politicians are. They just turn on you. The moment they see that you're not that important, you don't have that relevance, they will throw you away. They will throw you under the bus. So that is why I was like, you know what, as Azawi, because even before I became an artist, like I had concerns. Zemvudemu ghetto. I don't know if it's okay to speak my language
Please,
here.
go ahead.
Yeah.
Use whatever language you're comfortable with.
Yeah. Nze nkulidde ghetto. Okitegeera, nze mbadde ndaba embeera gye tuyitamu, bazadde bange gye bayitamu, baakola, but right now tasobola na kufuna pension we, baabasalayo. But they served this country and they did everything, to make sure that in their retirement they can be able to sustain their lives. But they can't, because sente ezo waliwo eyakola ki? Eyazirya. I have lost my father due to poor health care. I have lost my sister just after giving birth because of poor health care. And then you wake up one morning and you see someone bamwadde million bitano. Ngolaba Omuyimbi bamwadde billion 5 eza Uganda azikozesa eki. And this is really sad because these are artists that have been here for some time. They have established themselves. They are doing okay. But then someone in our government wakes up one morning, nagamba, but Abayimbi katubaweeyo billion 5 beeyagale. Azikozesa eki. Bafani tebamuwagira. I'm angry to the point that I can even punch a wall.
Please don't, please.
And this, yes, and this anger has been accumulating for the last, I don't know how many years. And it's quite sad that when we air out our voice as youth, nobody listens to us. The people who are in parliament, they know the issues that we are going through. Bachimanyi nti, we struggle to get something to eat. We struggle to go to school, to be able to pay for our fees. We struggle to find employment. Kati nze Mr. Kabshenga kankubulire. I graduated Makerere. I did a Bachelor's of Commerce. And I agreed. Ninga simanyi chiddako. Nga simanyi where the job is going to come from. Nga simanyi wabangina tani. It's not like I have some capital somewhere to start up a business. I had nothing. If it was not for this talent, singa nange ndi awo ntaya. That is why I'm like, for the fact that Ugandans have supported me ever since my career started, this is where the point I come through for them. Abanayuganda bawagidde abayimbi abanene abato naye abayimbi basirise. Abayimbi basirise balya ssente z'abasajja. Now they cannot say anything. They are compromised. Now, when the time comes for them to hold their concert, they want people to turn up for them. Baagala bajje mutuwagire ne beewuuba ne bagenda simanye eyo mu downtown oli n'omulaba ng'ali eyo mu katale simanye Nakasero simanya Owino asaba buki bantu bajje bagule tickets ze bamulabe n'essaawa zino eno Omuyimbi asirise. Abanene kati yatenze bensingano tewali yadde n'omuyimbi n'omu omunene ali mu kwogera. Everyone is quiet, but you want your fans to support you, but you're not doing anything to turn up. You're not using your voice. You're not using your platform to say anything, to put pressure, to press pressure, to create awareness. Kubanga kati ekisingano kwasa ennaku tiruno olutalo okwesanga luli wano ku Twitter. Okay? It's only happening on X. But when the person on ground doesn't know what is happening. So as an artist, this is where you come out and say, something is really happening in our, in our parliament, or even in so many other institutions of this, of this country. We need to stand up and and say no to this and say stop to corruption. So kati nze kyekisinga okunkwasa ennaku nti abayimbi lwaki musirise?
Wow.
Eddie lwaki osirise? Bebe lwaki osirise? Chameleon lwaki osirise? Abayimbi bonna abato lwaki musirise? Gravity lwaki osirise? Misaki lwaki osirise? Lutaya lwaki osirise? Ompulira?
Wow.
Vinka lwaki osirise? Nwagi lwaki osirise? Ngolaba abantu baffe bayita mu mbeera eno bweti. Kikujjako ki? Mukama atuwadde omukisa in this country nti tusobodde naffe okubeerawo. Abantu batuwagidde omuntu sebo. I told you once before, I went to Zombo to perform. I was so astonished by what I saw there. Nasanga omwana ng'asitudde amazzi ndowooza oba yali gaakufumba oba gaaki mu kadoma naye ng'amazzi makyafu. The water was dirty. Ne tuyita ku poliisi emu ng'ofiisi aliwo ndowooza nga oba alina emyaka nga 89 nga tasobola na kuyimirira. Naye nga yaliwo okukuuma ki? Eddembe. Ekkubo omanyi ka pawuda. ngere nkuba bwetonya, if it rains, there is no way you can come back. But then these people saved their little money. They came and supported Azawi. So how do I,
give back?
Award them back? Or like, yeah, how can I, like, what can I do to give them back? Award is a wrong word. It's to give back. It's to use my voice. Nogenda owulira nti oli bamuwadde miliyoni 4 atava mu constituency yemu eya Zombo naye bina yabiridde abantu tebalina luguudo, tebalina good health care, sente balyandye. Okitegeera? Kati nze ne neebuuza abayimbi mwe mwagala bafaani bammwe babakolere ki? What do you want the fans to do when you're not standing with them? You're not standing with the people. Nze bwe njogera bagamba akakazi keeyogezaako tamanyi akayingira industry ayina omuliro blah blah blah. I've always been like this. People who know me bamanyi nti I'm a very 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 patriotic person. Bino sibyete, like, this is me. When ndaba ekintu nga tekikyamu kigenda maaso, I will speak up. And besides of being just an artist, nange nina business zange ezo zemba mpambana nene bigaano tambula just because waliwo buno obusonga zino ensonga ya corruption. Of course, at one point I saw our president saying the fight against corruption is an easy one. I'm afraid he should start taking it a serious one, because it has been dragging our country behind. It has been affecting our country affecting our country for the last, 38 or even more years. So there has to be some ruthlessness when we are handling this situation. Why is someone who is under investigation or is alleged to be corrupt still in office? If the investigation turns up entirely innocent, then they resume to serve our people. But why are they on payroll? Why are we spending money like that? Where is our country spending like tuli bagagga tenga tuli yala? Gonofuna ne sente zuwa Omuyimbi $5,000 $1 azikozesa eki? Nga fani we talina kyakulya, talina abaana be basomera, talina luguudo kwatambuliza mali ye. Okitegeera? Tamanyi, like, I know people in Kampala waneno nga bwazuuka ku makya essaala yokka ye mutaasa. If that prayer doesn't work, they won't eat. Tebajja funa wa kusula. I think it is high time we connect with reality, because I feel like the people who are in parliament or the people who are responsible for this country are very deluded. We are broke. Tuliyala. We are broke. As youth, we are broke. Recently, and the other thing that is actually even hurting me the most, it is spaces ezandibadde occupied by the youth. Osangamu bantu bakulu. Twalabye waneno baappointize nsimanya new task force for nsimanya ani artificial intelligence. Abantu bakulu bagenda kukola kyabo. Bagenda tukolera kya. What do they understand about internet? Abantu be bazaala, those are not even Gen Z X or
They don't even have
X,
a name.
but they don't understand our stuff. Nebe bawadde abantu abo abakulu mbu batutegeerere. People abaana bato bali emakerera bali mu kusoma ki? Computer science, software engineering. Tobalabako wabula oli mu kulaba enkanga. Ze bali mu kuwa. Who appoints these people? Who gives them jobs? Babajjawa. Batubuulireko. Toseka besaka. Babajjawa. Okitegeera. Babajjawa ani abawa emirimu gyaffe egy'abavubuka? Bagenda tutege. But what do they know about the internet? Nga bano abato obwongo bukolera ku speed wano weebali tebalina mirimu. Ne bajjajja baffe bo bakyaliwo awo. Okay, this is what I'm saying. Omuvubuka yenna ali eyo. Nyamba buyambi. Sigala ng'oli mulamu. sigala ng'oli mulamu, because very soon we're going to get a chance to show these people that we can actually serve this country and do good things for this country.
Right.
Actually, kanaka badi katonda yakesigaliza. Bano baniga singa bali basobola otubbako obuto. Singa babubba. Okera ku makyango n'emyaka 89 ng'omuyayi yakunuunyeemu obuto obwo n'abutwala. Naye akakabadi katonda yakesigaliza. Ati bakaddi, they don't know what to do.
Oh my goodness.
Bagenda kuvaawo. And we shall have a chance, to do our things, because they have failed to subsidize us. Internet is very expensive. Tukaabye netugamba bannange internet mugikendeezeeko, like emirimu gyaffe egisinga abali in the creative industry gitambulira ku internet. You see how many kids have come up because the internet is there. They have gotten employed. Now they're very skilled in whatever, content creation. Internet is very expensive. We cry this out, that telecommunication companies are draining us. But nobody's coming out to work on that. Otekako data wa mitwalo 5. Ndoza babere bagamba muweeye ennaku 2. Muzinune. Like buli omu mubbi. Ate babba n'abanaku nawe atalina kyakulya bajja ne bakutwalako akako. Okitegera. So who's gonna ani agenda otuyamba? Who's gonna help us? The youth. Who's gonna work on our issues? Ebintu byaffe byangu nnyo. Most of us are in the creative industry. Tulimu arts, tulimu sports, tulimu film, tulimu movies, tulimu music industry. Abalala basobola okutunga, they're fashion designers. But ebyo kati abantu baffe abatukulembera batulabanga byamalidaadi, bo bamanyi bali eri ba engineer. Naye ate ebyo tetulina ssente zikola bintu ebyo. Tetulina ssente zisoma busaawo, like our parents are broke. Singa bali basobola bandituweeredde. But then there's no one there to support us. Now they're doing nothing to our support. Onosonyiwa nyiza okuyombera
Tofaayo kuyomba nja kuleka oyombe. Let me just and please stay around. I want to hear from Jackie Kebigisa. Jackie, I just want to follow on from what Azawi was talking about, this failure to recognize the abilities of young people, and the specific issue that we talked about offline was this patronizing reference to young people as grandchildren. And as when I interviewed the guys who were involved with the protests in Kenya, they were saying they were being
Azawi ndoza omuwulidde bulungi ensengeka gyasengesemu ebigambo bye, gyasengesemu ebintu bye, obulumi bwe tuyitamu ffenna nga bannayuganda. Nze bwe mpitamu naye bw'oyitamu, naye bw'ayitamu, buli omu bw'ayitamu. Abantu abazeeyi baluwedde ku mpagala be bakutte emirimu gy'eggwanga. General Museveni ba employing abatamanyi na biki bigenda mu maaso nga just aliwo ku akeesa lucha lwatalidde lwabala oba lwalidde lwabala nga ye alinda lunaku lumu lwanafa ne bamuziika nga kyekiri mu bulowoozo bye. Naye n'oleka abaana abato bakyalina future nnene n'okuzimba ensi eno, nogaa they will not be employed anywhere. Aye nogaa ntujja kubba ensimbi z'omulonso tuze tuzegabanye oba bafa bafe. Ate babayo nti okulwanirira ensimbi z'omuliwo omusolo ezidibudibwa oba ezoonoonebwa n'ogamba you are playing with fire. Kubanga General Museveni yamanyi nti no obuyinza bubwe. Era buli ovaayo ng'ositula ddoboozi olw'embeera embi eri mu ggwanga olw'ebitatambula bulungi, then we are threatening his rule. Kati ye Eva alowooleza ku luulu ye, talowooleza ku lulimi b'Abannayuganda. Ye kasita aba ng'ateredde entendebwa tebimukwatako, teyeetaaga kumanya, tayagala kumanya. Oba okitegeera. Kati no Munnayuganda nga Azawi akantu kagambye nti tuyambe oba tweyambe tube balamu. Bano abaggayi banaatera okufa. Tebayinaayo we out ndala banaatera okufa. Ate tewali garanti nti n'abaana be balina okudda mu bifo ebyo babaddemu. Teriiwo eyo garanti, teriiwo, tebakulimba. So tubeere balamu. anytime from now tusobola okwabika ne tusobola okutwala eggwanga lyaffe mu maaso ne tulikyusa ne tulifula ekyo tusinga okwetaaga. Omukama abankuumire. Mweraba.